Good morning. Welcome to Storytime. We're here at the library, and I'm so glad to have you here too. We're going to start with that fall song that I like. Leaves are falling all around, orange and brown and yellow. I'm a happy fellow. Fall is here. Leaves are falling all around, orange and brown and yellow. I'm a happy fellow. Fall is here. And I just love doing that. Then I have to pick them up. But I want to tell you, boys and girls, we have our Thanksgiving fall craft packets. They're upstairs. You can come and get one. This is one of the crafts. This is called a leafy turkey. You can do it with some artificial leaves. You could do it with some paper leaves, or you could go outside and get real leaves and let them dry if they're wet, and then glue them to the paper. And I'm going to tell you that these artificial leaves, if I can pick them up, these artificial leaves work really, really well. They do. And they're kind of a little neater. But I took some off of my garland that I have hanging, and I have a fall tree up. You need to come and see it. It's very pretty. And I took a couple of leaves off of that, and I tried to glue them on there, and it's got that hard plastic on it, and it didn't do so good. But if you want to get a craft pack, come on and see us. We have this one. We have a turkey here that's got some different colored feathers. You can do that. See that red there? That's his wattle. The wattle helps the turkey stay cool. They don't sweat, so they have to stay cool. Like cats and dogs can pant. So we got those. And because Thanksgiving is coming, we have a pilgrim. Now this one is made on a paper plate, and I give you the cutout, color it, cut it out, make you a ship. Now this one, can you see? There's two plates. One of them is colored brown for the front of the ship, and the other one is blue for the sky. A pilgrim girl and boy. Yep. And I have given you instructions, and there's really nice color page sample pictures for you to use. All right, boys and girls, it is getting to be Thanksgiving time, and we're going to do some Thanksgiving books, but I have a different one for you today. I have a different one. This is Blink and Block, Make a Wish. All right, Blink and Block by Vicki Fang. It is a Harper book. Okay, and I'm hoping you can see this. Blink and Block. This is Block. I don't know how I knew that. Did you know that was Block? Okay, now there's a school. And can you see, boys and girls, there's a triangle, and there's a oval, and there's a diamond. Can you see that? Okay. And he's sitting on the bench over there. I think he must be coming to school maybe for the first time, or maybe he's just not sure about this first day. And so here he is, and there's this round circle. Boys and girls, do you see they've got little antenna things on the top? And Blink is looking for something with the antenna. And he says, "What are you doing?" "I'm scanning for gold." And Block says, "Gold? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my, yes, silver, gold, and gems." So Block says, "I don't think you're going to find any gold here." And Blink picks up something and says, "Aha!" See the scan? That's a bottle cap. Oh. And while Block is watching, Blink is scanning and says, Block says, I'm pretty sure you're going to have to dig for gems. And Blink says, aha! That's a gum wrapper. And you know, they're kind of silvery sometimes. Some of them are just plain paper. And it's got old gum in it. Yeah. Ew. So there's Blink scanning again. You probably need a shovel, says Block. Or maybe a gold pan. Do you know how to go panning for gold? We'll have to talk about that. That's a fun thing to do. And Blake says, you know a lot of things, don't you? I guess I do. Look! Look! Treasure! What do you think that is? It's a little bitty round, kind of gold looking thing. Let's see what that is. That is a penny, says Block. You can tell Blake's thinking about it. Yes, but a penny can turn into a wish. There's an expression. Penny for your thoughts. When you find a penny, pick it up. All next day, you'll have good luck. So a penny's going to turn into a wish. I just need a well, because when you throw the penny into the well, you can make a wish. That's a puddle. And so Blink throws the penny into the puddle. She's pretending that it's a well. And they look at it. And then Blake says, hooray! And Block says, why are you saying hooray? Why are you dancing? What is it? Because my wish came true. No, it didn't. Yes, it did. No, it didn't. Yes, it did. No, it didn't. I didn't see any gold or silver or gems. Well, that's because I didn't wish for those things. Now, what did you wish for? Says Block. A new friend. Hi, I'm Blink. Oh, I'm Block. They hadn't even introduced themselves to each other. How about that? See, we're friends. My wish came true. How about that? Well, I guess it did. What do you want to do now? Let's look for more friends. Oh, no, let's look for more wishes. Okay. You know, if we find a dime, we get to make 10 wishes. And they did. Hooray! How about that? You see them? They're using the sensor on the top to scan. Can you see that, boys and girls? They got the lighter green. You got to look real careful at the pictures. How about that? And making wishes and having friends is a wonderful thing. That's a great book, and it's one of our new books. So you need to come down here and get some of our new books. I've got dinosaur books, and I've got Thanksgiving books, and I've got new chapter books. Just lots and lots of fun things here, boys and girls. You come and get you a craft packet. You come and visit. Let's do another song, and then we're going to do a Thanksgiving book. We're going to do another song. We're going to do a Thanksgiving book. This song, you might know this one. A turkey is a funny bird. His head goes bobble, bobble. And all he says is just one word. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble, gobble. A turkey is a funny bird. His head goes bobble, bobble. And all he says is just one word. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble, gobble. I like those songs. I've got another one. Mr. Turkey, run away, run away. If you are not careful, you will be a mouthful. Thanksgiving Day, Thanksgiving Day. Mr. Turkey, run away, run away. If you are not careful, you will be a mouthful. Thanksgiving Day, Thanksgiving Day. And there's our turkeys. They're in the craft pack. Y'all come and get a craft pack. We have lots of them. Okay, so here is a book about Thanksgiving Day, and I see a turkey on the front cover. And those turkey feathers are different colors like ours. How about that? This is a Anne Rockwell, and it's a Harper publication. I want you to take a good look at this picture right here. This is a basket, and it has some vegetables and fruit. I see corn, and I see grapes. There's a squash and a pumpkin. One of the things in the craft packet is a picture of a basket like they might have used way, way, way back, and it's curved kind of like a horn. I forgot to pick mine up and bring it over here and show it to you. It's called a cornucopia, and you have a color sheet that you can color some fruits and vegetables and put them in your cornucopia. That's a big word, cornucopia. Yep, big word. Thanksgiving Day. Do you know why we celebrate Thanksgiving? Do you know why we always eat turkey and cornbread and cranberry sauce? Well, some people eat ham or baked chicken. But in my class, I learned why. And then our teacher, Mrs. Madoff, read us a story about the first Thanksgiving. Do you see this? This is Pilgrim Girl and Boy, like you have in your craft packet. There's an Indian and a turkey, you know. They're going to do a play, and they're going to talk about the different things that they learned. Okay. We learned about the Wampanoag people, that's Indians, who were already in the Massachusetts area. Wampanoag. And then the Pilgrims came across the sea from England. And they came from Holland and different areas. But this particular group, the one that started Thanksgiving, came over on a ship. It was called the Mayflower. They wore tall black hats, and they had buckles on them. Sometimes they were silver, and sometimes they were gold. It was made out of metal, like a buckle on your shoe. And the Pilgrim women had little white caps. The Wampanoag people wore headbands with feathers in them. See that? There you go. And see, here's your Pilgrim Girl and Boy from the craft kit. It's made with a paper plate. After the story, we put on a play, and I went first. Look, he made a costume, and I was the ship, he says, called the Mayflower. And I talked about how I was thankful that even though the storm was bad and the ship rolled and things were tossed all over, it didn't sink in those big waves way out at sea. Yep. It was a bad storm. And Evan was a Wampanoag named Samoset. Samoset was thankful for all the wild turkeys that lived in the land. When the people came over from England, they had never seen a turkey. The land was called Massachusetts, and he saw the Mayflower coming up to shore. There's a turkey. Actually, if you look real close, there's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Can you see that? Do you notice it's got a kind of blue head? They do. Turkeys are very, very interesting. Sarah told how all the Pilgrims were so thankful when they finally reached land after being in that terrible storm. And there was a big rock on shore, and they called it Plymouth Rock. That was where they came from in England. They also saw a lot of cranberries growing, and they'd never seen cranberries before. And that's why we eat cranberry sauce for Thanksgiving. Now, I don't know if you can see it. She's standing on a pan. They turned it upside down. That's her rock, and it has 1620 on it. That's the year that the Pilgrims came over from England. And this is a picture of them standing on a real rock. And there's the Mayflower out there in the ocean. Yep. Miko was thankful that she and all the other pilgrims were greeted by those very kind and friendly Wampanoag people. And they shared. They told them about the turkey, and they told them about corn. Kate was thankful that her new neighbors, see, Kate's the Indian, and this is a pilgrim girl. They were peaceful, and these people were looking for a place to live. They weren't mean, and they weren't looking for a fight. And Jessica was thankful that the beautiful land of Massachusetts had enough good things for everyone. There was fish, and there was fresh cranberries, and there was turkey. Eveline was chief Massasoit, and she told how the Wampanoag and Pilgrim people shared a harvest feast one autumn day. Y'all remember me telling you that another word for fall is autumn? And so there they are at the table, and they're having corn, and there's turkey. Yep. It was a very, very hard thing that they did, and they were very, very glad after that first year they survived. It was the first Thanksgiving. See, there's the Mayflower, and there's an Indian and a pilgrim. And there's an Indian with some corn. We've talked about Indian corn. It was a story we'll never forget, and it's something we celebrate every year. Now, today is our Thanksgiving holiday, and in the story, just like here, you don't go to school on Thanksgiving. Most people get the holiday. They don't even have to go to work. And some people do. And instead, we celebrate and we're thankful at home. And we eat turkey and cornbread and cranberry sauce. Or ham and sweet potato pie and sweet potato casserole and pumpkin pie. Cornbread is always there. Stuffing in the chicken. We can invite friends and family and neighbors and to have a really big feast and share just like the Pilgrims and the Wampanoag people did. There's that basket. So, boys and girls, I hope that you will have a really, really great Thanksgiving. It's a nice holiday. I'm hoping the weather will be good. You can get out and play. If it's not, you've got some crafts to do while you stay inside. We're here, and we have lots of Thanksgiving books. I have pulled lots of books, and they're sitting on the shelves, on the display, waiting for you to come and visit and get some books. Now, I did say something about Christmas in something I was talking about a minute ago. There's going to be a Christmas parade, and the library is going to be there. So we hope to see you very soon here at the library or at the parade. Y'all just have a great day. Bye-bye.